Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do something new today, and I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna eat on camera. Today I made, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's barbecue chicken with mac and cheese and peas and carrots. And while I'm eating, I'll be talking about what's going on with my life recently. Because I don't post very much about what's going on with my life, so I thought I'd do that. It all started back in January. At the very beginning of January, well, January 8th or 10th or whatever, I was at my job, and they called us in for a meeting, and they said, our facility is shutting down. So we have 2 months to get everything taken care of and cleaned up, packaged, put on pallets, get all the product out. We had 2 months to do that, which is fine. Like I said, they said we had like 2 months to get everything out. Cat, I swear to God. Eep. I know. They said we had 2 months to get everything out, and our last day of working would be March 8th, and the last official day would be March 10th, because that was the end of our work week. Sorry, I did not mean to get that close to the camera. So we did our normal routine for like the first few weeks, and slowly people started getting stuff cleaned up and, like I said, packaged away and everything like that. My line that I was working in from since October, we didn't start cleaning up until like way later. So our line and pretty much the whole warehouse that I was working in got done by March 6th, and so the last 7th. And so the last day and a half, from the last couple hours of March 7th to all of March 8th, we didn't have to go in. They paid us for that, which is nice. Cat, I swear to God. Sorry about, you don't need to see her butthole. So we got everything done, and we went home, stayed home for that last day, the majority of us. Some people even were gone way earlier than that, like a week or so, or more, a couple weeks. Cat. Stop. Don't you fucking give me an attitude. Go away. Bastet, leave. Please. Yes, you're adorable. So thankfully, when they said that they were shutting the warehouse down. They said if you stay till the last day you're supposed to work, they would give us severance and stuff like that. And they said that the severance would be, it was based off of how long you were there. So once the last day ended, they would send you an email and you would have to fill out the form. And then the form, you would have to submit the form. From the day that you signed and submitted it and sent it in, it could take up to a month to 2 months to get your severance, which sucked, but I mean, like, it's free money. So I was a little better off than some people because I had accumulated quite a bit of vacation, and they were paying us out for that. Now the vacation and the severance got hit pretty hard with taxes, which fair enough. So I got my severance and I got my vacation. The first week that I was off, I took that off because, like, I didn't do anything. I was just, like, lounging around. Well, I did do some things, but I wasn't job searching before or directly after they told us, because we didn't really know when the last day for us was going to be. So a lot of us waited to see how long we were going to be there, because we didn't want to lose our severance if we could help it. Because if we had gotten a job and they had called us back because we were, like, not on call, but we had, if they needed us back, we had 24 hours to respond. And if we didn't come back in, we would forfeit our severance. So a lot of us didn't want to do that, so we waited. So after the last day, the next week, I, like I said, didn't do anything. And then the following week is when I started looking into jobs. There was 2 that I wanted to try. One was a little less than $1 than I was previously making, which was fine for, like, starting out. That ended up not panning out. And then the second job, I didn't even think there was any full-time positions open, because everything I was seeing that was full-time was for, like, supervisors and managers and stuff like that, and then I knew I wasn't qualified for that. So I applied for that. The first job that I applied for it was for a grocery store and for a cashier. And I was really hoping to get that one. And that was the first one, like I said, that I did. And I didn't apply for any more until I heard back from them. So I went to, I waited to hear back, and I eventually got approved for coming in for a interview. Which is good, obviously. Good enough for an interview. They do a weird thing where it's like a mass interview. A group interview is what they called it. I might be giving it away about what grocery store that I was applying for, but whatever. So I applied. I forget when I applied, but it was 1 week. And then the interview wasn't until the following Monday. I think it was like Tuesday, Wednesday that I applied for that job. So I had to wait a whole week to even get to the interview. And like I said, this was the one I wanted the most out of the options that I was looking at, and which sucked, but what can you do? So I had to wait, and so I waited until that Monday, and sorry, went into the group interview, and there was quite a few people there. Fucking cat hair. My dishwasher is done. So I went to the interview. We were standing. There was quite a bit of us standing in line, and they were bringing us in one at a time. A second interviewer came to start helping out with interviews. That was a little nerve-wracking because I haven't been to an interview in a few years. I was at my previous place for like 4 years and 9 months. So it's been a while since I had to go through that process. And even that process, even that interview from my previous place, there wasn't like any like in-depth interview that they did. So I was like really out of practice. I don't think I've had a real interview since 2017. So anyway, I go into the interview. I look, before I even go into the interview, I like look up their mission, statement, the things that they're looking for in a person, and their ideals and stuff like that. And I have questions because they said come prepared with questions that you may have. So I did all of it, right? And the interviewer, I won't say that she was like mean or like bitchy or anything, because she wasn't. She was very hard to read. So I had no idea if my interview was going well or not. Like there's nothing more humbling, than, thinking you're doing okay, but then like you're getting nothing from the interviewer. So that was like kicking the balls. I have sparkling ice, strawberry starburst, sparkling water for my drink. Cheers. I've been talking for like almost 15 minutes, so anyway, not sponsored by the way, obviously. I just like that brand. So I get out of that interview and I'm not feeling great about it, So they said that either way, within 48 hours, they would get back to me if I made it to the next stage of the interview, because this was a 2 interview process, which I did not know until she said that, that they would call me if I made it to the second stage. If I didn't, they would send me an email. So this was Monday at 10 o'clock. So Wednesday, 10 o'clock comes around. I don't hear anything. I haven't gotten an email. So I'm like, I can feel it. I didn't get it, or I didn't even make it to the second stage, which sucks because like I said, that was the closest to what I was being paid previously. So it sucked that I didn't get it. So I don't know if it was Wednesday evening or Thursday that I started applying for other jobs. I applied for a remote job, which would I think be the most ideal for me, because I do not really, oh, my peas and carrots. I made a mess. I'm gonna have to clean that up later. Hopefully I'm not gonna smash anything into the carpet. So a remote job would be like, you know, the best for me, right? That one never even responded to me. I also put in a job application for a fast food place. I haven't heard anything back about that at all either, which sucks, but it's whatever. That fast food one didn't even put down how much they're paying their employees to start out. But anyway, never heard back from that one. Never heard back from the remote job one. Oh God. So, the second job I applied for, the other two were like 3 and 4. The second one that I applied for was for like a gas station job, you know? Is it raining again? Jesus. It's been raining like cats and dogs. Oh yeah. Seems like there's gonna be a storm. Oh, whatever. So the second one that I interviewed for was for a gas station. And when I was looking, they only had, like I said, part-time jobs for regular workers, and only full-time for like managers and supervisors. So I applied for it anyway because that was like the most that I could make. It was $1 and a little over less than what I was making previously. Still pretty good. I do not want to go back to like making like $13.50 to start out, because that's my previous place. That's what I started out at $13.50. Like, I can't live off of that. I would need a second job, and I wasn't doing that shit. I mean, I would if I had to, but I applied and they got back to me the next day. Again, which is great. Set up an interview. I went in, and the interview was several days after I applied. I wanted it like, okay, so I applied. The next day they contacted me. They said, hey, when's a good time for you to come in and do this interview? And I said, hey, anytime after like 2 o'clock, because I hadn't showered. So I wanted to give myself enough time to do that. So I went in, I hopped in, got a shower real quick. And she had texted me back, I'm not available after 2 today. How about tomorrow in the morning? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. What time are you thinking? And she responded, 8:30. And I'm like, sure, why not? So in the morning. So she was like, okay. And I was like, okay. So the next day I went into the interview. The person that texted me was not the one that interviewed me. That was like the district manager. The one that was interviewing me was a store manager, which she was very nice. And the previous interview I had won at, there's nothing more humbling, than thinking you did well on an interview and then you didn't even make it, to like, the second stage with them. This interview, like by the end of the interview, she was like offering me the job on the spot. And I don't know if that just means that I like, hit the, the ball out of the park on that one, or if they're just so desperate because to make up for to make up the money, there's a shift differential for overnights. So I chose an overnight shift. I've never done an overnight shift before. Do you mind? I know, it looks good. I'm trying to fucking eat it. Get down. Please. Please? You're scaring me. Get down. Get down. Okay, or there, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Just out of my way. So I was humbled real quick on that first one, but then this one I was like, oh hey. I sort of snuck my way into full-time with that one because the district manager said, hey, we don't really need full-time, but if you need to offer it, like, go ahead. So when I was applying, like I said, I applied for part-time. She was like, so are you looking for, during the interview, she was like, are you looking for full-time? And I said, yeah, I mean, I would love full-time. And she was like, okay, I would like to offer you the job now. And I'm like, oh, yay. So, she said, just let me confirm with the district manager and make sure everything's, you know, Gucci, pretty much, so that we can start getting this paperwork done. So with the gas station that I'm working for, they do almost all of the paperwork online, which is great for me because my handwriting can be kind of atrocious sometimes. Anyway, so the next day they send me the email about filling out the paperwork. And so I started filling out paperwork. I started asking people for, you know, addresses and for my emergency contact and some tax thing. Like I said, I haven't had to get a new job for like 4 years now. I don't remember how to fill that crap out. You like do it like a couple times, you know, in your life. If you're lucky, you know, to have a continuous job. But anyway, no one was getting back to me. Like, my brother is my emergency contact and I needed his address, and he didn't answer me, and he was at work, so I kind of understood, but I didn't know if you could get timed out of the thing. So when he didn't respond, I had to like scroll up like through several years worth of text messages from him just to get his address. I was lucky enough to ask a previous coworker of mine if she knew about the tax portion of it, because I initially asked my aunt and she didn't contact me until like over an hour later, which is fine. She said she was doing stuff, obviously, so she wasn't looking at her phone. So I got all the paperwork situated and I set it all in. No, sorry, I lied. I mean, all that was true, but I'm mixing up the emails. The first email was for about the background check. But there's nothing on there, but it takes a while for them to do it, to process it. So that was the first email that they sent. I did that right away, and then it was like 2 days later, because I think I did it on Easter, and then by the second it was processed. And then that's when they sent me that second email about filling out all the paper for emergency contacts, tax information, and stuff like that. And And then they said, hey, we got all your paperwork, everything's, you know, looking good. Can you come in Thursday, April 4th, to give 2 forms of, you know, identification, and so we can get this process started, so we can get your training schedule started. I said, heck yeah. And so today, which is the 4th, I went in and I gave the identification. We filled out some paperwork, physical paperwork, and got my training schedule started. So like for the next 3 weeks I'll be training. Or is it 3 weeks or is it 2 weeks? I forget. But I don't start until Sunday evening, Sunday night at 10 at night. So in the meantime, I thought, well, since it's going to be several days until I start, I need to get my sleep schedule changed around. So to do that, because I was working first shift and I'm still sort of on that schedule, I have to turn it all around. So what I have to do is today, starting tonight, I will stay up all night and like go to bed like around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so that I can get used to that, you know, nighttime schedule. That way, once I start doing it that way, if I go to bed right after I get home, like after 6:30, I'll take a shower real quick, then go to bed, and then I'll be waking up, I don't know, like 8 hours, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 to 4. So I wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll still have time to like do stuff around the house, you know, before I go into work. That's several hours worth of, you know, stuff, daylight, you know, that I can do. And if I have to do outside stuff, I won't be constrained with like making like noise ordinance stuff. Can you imagine someone mowing like at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning? That would freaking suck. Anyway, just trying to be a good neighbor, I guess. But so yeah, I'm going to do that tonight, and to make up for to keep me awake, I'm going to react to a movie, and I'm going to post that, and hopefully it doesn't like get copyrighted or some bullshit. Hopefully it'll be transformative enough. So I get that all set up. Maybe I'll do more than one. Who knows? We'll see. I know you have to be real careful about that type of thing on YouTube. I mean, it doesn't really affect me. My channel's not monetized in any way, so... But still, you know, you want to follow the rules. So, I'm going to try bringing new content to my channel, because I'm not really going to be having much time for video games with my schedule changing the way it is. I've been streaming a bit on Twitch, so if you want to follow me on Twitch, that'd be nice. This dinner that I made, like I said, I've been nostalgic for Shake and Bake. So I got the barbecue version. I saw the barbecue version and I saw the Parmesan version. I don't think I saw the spicy version. I have to look, but pretty good. So it was like 2 pounds of chicken. I did 2 boxes of the Kraft mac and cheese. And 2 bags of like, 2 small bags of frozen peas and carrots. And when I made it, I separated it out into 6 portions. So for the next 6 days, well, excluding for the next 5 days, I have dinner already made, so that I don't have to worry about it. So I don't have to worry about making dinner. Because where I'm working at, I got a discount card. And the days when I'm working, I have, for certain items, I get like 50% off on the days that I'm working. And then 10% for everything else on any other day. Which is nice. But the last time I worked at a place that had easy access to food, I was like getting like 20-ounce Dr. Peppers every day. Yeah, the bottles, 20-ounce bottles. Almost every day. I would be eating their mac and cheese, which is good. That's because it was good, I kept buying it. So, like, this might not be the healthiest, but it's portioned out. And I sort of know how much calories are in here. There's 230, I think, for a serving of mac and cheese. The peas and carrots, that was it was 1.25 of a serving. But it's not very much. And the chicken, I can't really say. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I've been trying to lose weight, which was working just fine until I think like the 3rd week after I was after I had to leave the my job because there was nothing for me to do. I was lounging around, not really doing anything. I was eating under calories, but if you're not, you know, moving around, like, what good is that going to do? So I started off at 257, and I've gotten down to 237. So I lost 20 pounds. I try to weigh myself only once a week, every Sunday. And last Sunday, today's Thursday, last Sunday, I gained back a pound, which sucks. But hopefully, now that I'll be more active at my job, it won't be much of an issue to continue losing that weight. Excuse me. So, I did weigh myself again, like on Monday, and I was down to 236.5, so hopefully I already lost that pound that I gained back. But, yeah. And I do actually have video of me getting on the scale each week to see where I'm at. I just haven't posted it yet. But it's nice because now I don't have to still I'm done. That was good. At least I still don't have to shop in the like super fatty section. I finally got back into like the normal section. I mean, I'm still obviously overweight, and this is like, I guess I could probably go down to a large, but this is an extra large. I think it's kind of baggy, but I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. But by the way, this is only 5 calories. This is the 0 sugar with vitamins and antioxidants. I don't get the caffeine one. I don't need that stuff. I also got, my brother had Propel grape flavored water. And so I got a bunch of flavored water for that. So, yeah. Oh shit, a carrot. I forgot that I did that. Anyway, what the hell? Got a new job, which is great. I'm a little nervous, but not really. Like, I'm thinking, like, if teenagers can do it, like, a 33-year-old can freaking do it, so whatever. I don't know how often I'll do this. Maybe, like, once I make a new meal for the next few days, maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. The lighting was pretty atrocious in this video, but I don't really have anywhere else to film that is halfway decent looking. So, I don't know. I have no idea if I'm even going to post this. It's going to be a bitch to... Excuse me. It's going to be a bitch to edit. So, I think that's it. So, say bye. Say bye. Bye. Say bye.